Fellow South Africans, we are nearing the end of yet another eventful year in the history of our young democracy. This year has once again taken us one more step towards the achievement of a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic South Africa, in which all of us, black and white, can live in peace, harmony and prosperity. This is a time when we should collectively reflect on the progress made during the year and commit ourselves further to address the challenges that face our country and its people. We do so with a view to consolidating the gains we have thus far made, while sparing neither strength nor effort in confronting the challenges facing our country, which are poverty, unemployment, and inequality. In a difficult global economic environment, we've been working very hard to strengthen our economy through investment in infrastructure, providing support to key industrial sectors, and developing our agricultural value chain. Working together, we have stabilized the supply of electricity to our homes, to our schools, hospitals, factories, and businesses. Working together again with our key roles players in labor, business, communities, and government, we've made significant progress towards the introduction of a national minimum wage as one of the key mechanisms that will enable us to reduce income inequality. These deliberations have been part of a broader process amongst all social partners to improve the labor relations environment in our country, which we expect to complete in the new year. President Jacob Zuma has led an important engagement with major stakeholders in addressing key issues arising from students' protests around the cost of higher education. We are confident that working together with students' organizations and management, we will find long-term solutions to all these challenges. Working together as South Africans, we will be able to realize the call that was made in the Freedom Charter for higher education and technical training to be open to all South Africans. It is a matter of concern that largely peaceful protests have on occasion been marred by the destruction of critical property of schools, libraries, clinics, and damage to other community infrastructure. As a society, we need to remain resolute in our conviction that in a democratic society which we are, protests must take place within the framework of the law. We must work together to protect these community structures, which are really assets of our people for the benefit of future generations. As part of the African Union, we continue to work within the framework of Agenda 2063 to ensure the political and economic renewal of our continent based on good political and economic governance. Working together with sister countries in SADC, we have continued to consolidate regional integration efforts, which will add momentum towards building united, prosperous, and better Africa. Inspired by the vision of providing African solutions to African problems, we remain part of efforts by SADC, the African Union, regional economic communities, and indeed the UN to help bring peace and stability in those countries that are still afflicted by conflict. These countries include the Kingdom of Lesotho, Burundi, and South Sudan. As part of the family of nations and working together with like-minded countries, we have persisted in our efforts to bring about a fundamental transformation of the United Nations and other institutions of global governance. Our country participated in the highest level in the COP21 climate change conference in Paris. We have begun to feel the effects of climate change, which is impacting on security of our water, food security, and economic development. We welcome every resolution taken by the international community to limit the effects of climate change on humanity as a whole and developing countries in particular. South Africa was honored to recently host the first forum for China-Africa cooperation, which was held on our own soil, as well as the African Union Summit earlier this year. The hosting of events of these magnitude, coupled with the world-class infrastructure at our disposal, is an expression of the confidence that the world has placed in our country and its people. We take this opportunity to thank you all for your contributions in making South Africa a better place for all who live in it. We extend our thoughts and prayers to those families who lost loved ones during the year. We share in your pain and in your sorrow. We salute our men and women in uniform who toil day and night to assure us of peace and security in our homes and communities. We thank our national sporting teams for continuing to proudly hoist our national flag in international sporting events. Your contribution to nation building and social cohesion is deeply appreciated. As we embark on journeys to our various destinations, let us ensure we observe the rules of the road. Arrive Alive must be a way of life for all South Africans. I thank you.